Yo, welcome back to Ted's Hot Dogs. As another year has passed, it's become a staple, and an easy excuse to actually upload on this channel, to post my 10 picks for the best mods for Hearts of Iron 4. Unlike last time, all of these mods should be up to date as the Avalanche update was pushed out 3 months ago. You can watch 2020's and 2021's list by clicking on the links below. But without further ado, let's just get right into my list. At number 10, we have player-led peace conferences. This mod used to be the one option I wanted to see in the vanilla game. It's essentially City Skylines Move It but for HOI4, but the new Peace Deal update killed a lot of this mod's charm, and that's why it's at number 10. Coming in at number 9 is the Novum Vexillium mod. This is a simpler, and therefore easier, version of Millennium Dawn, but it's somewhat lacking at times. Regardless, it runs better than the more well-known modern-day mod. Number 8, State Transfer Tool. This is an absolute necessity for those who feel guilty about using the console but still want to fix things like states not being cores or peace conference border gore. It's simple and really hasn't changed, and that's honestly for the better in my opinion. Scooting right along to number 7, we find the Millennium Dawn Modern Day mod. This is the ultimate modern day experience with loads of new mechanics and states. They put a lot of detail in the Civil War fronts, especially in the 2017 start date. The country borders are also top notch. However, the mechanics get overly confusing, the states are mostly reverted to modern subdivisions, and it runs slower than usual because of that and many other factors. Taking spot number 6 is End of a New Beginning. This mod is a 19th century mod and has a gargantuan amount of content. However, a lot of it is bound to a strict time schedule and runs slower than I'd like to see. It's still a decent mod though, by all means. The borders for Germany are pretty good. With number 5, we've got North America Divided. This is a spin-off of the USA States Redux mod, but with actual content, kind of. It's sad New York has no focus tree, but Pennsylvania does, and it's quite fun. It also runs somewhat better than vanilla, if my memory is correct. Numero 4 is Beautiful States Reborn. While Jurade has returned from military service and could theoretically work on the original Beautiful States, there are still reborn versions made all the time, with each getting better as they go along. Some go further than just more states that make better borders and increase accuracy, adding GFX fixes, a color changer, new countries, the whole 9 yards. Even if these mods die off pretty fast, there's always a version that does a pretty good job lying around somewhere. And now for the top 3. Number 3 is HOI4 on steroids, Road to 56. This is the pinnacle of small mods coming together, as this adds 8 more years of content to the game and focus trees for a lot of nations, as well as other fixes and neat stuff like that. Never in my life would I have thought that Honduras needed a focus tree as gargantuan as it does, but Zenana Empire must be forged. And for number 2, I picked the ultimate classic, Kaiserreich. I don't need to explain Kaiserreich, most people know what it is. With the new PC, I finally got a chance to sit down and actually play this mod, and I had a good time. It's a lot of fun when it runs at a tolerable speed, but that kind of applies to all mods and programs and games in general. Before we get to number 1, here are some honorable mentions. Community Portrait Pack. The days of El Generico are mostly no more, as a collection of portraits by some of the top mod artists, with their express permission, don't worry, has been wrapped into one neat package. It's also a nice tool for modders. Go outside. Please do, it's good for you. Shadows over Europe. My small GFX contributions are still lingering around, and the mod is improving with every update. Shadows of Sevres. Who doesn't want to play as Azerbaijan? And lastly, but certainly not least, In the Name of the Tsar, for the internalized Romanov restoration that I bet a slightly larger handful in Russia are getting right now. And finally, in my opinion, the best Hearts of Iron 4 mod of 2022 is the Great War Redux. Again. It seems nothing was able to dethrone the mod this year, despite my expectations. The map is improving and the mod continues to get better and better with time. It's still replayable and an absolutely amazing mod, and now you can get right into the war with a 1914 start. All in all, it's still my favorite for the 3rd year in a row. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Happy New Year's, and remember, drink your water and stop falling over.